Hello, welcome to my channel, The Sharpest Teeth. My name is Saturn. I'm a tarot reader with over 15 years of experience, and today we are doing a reading for Aries. Any strong Aries placement in your chart? Sun, Moon, Rising. We already have cards just like jumping out for you, Aries. I think also Mars placements. If you have an Aries Mars, considering Aries and Mars, you know, Aries and Mars. Okay. Okay. We're gonna start here. All right. So, oh, interesting. Okay, this deck is thoroughly shuffled. There's no reason for cards to be coming out next to each other in order, right? But here we have the Empress and the Emperor, both in reverse because they jumped up and they flipped themselves on their head. So, Aries, this is a relationship. This could be, I'm kind of getting like a relationship for yourself, a relationship with the balance of your energies, of the receiving and the doing energies. The Empress is all about it's all about ideas and creation. And the Emperor is all about also ideas and creation, but like putting things into action, like doing the work. I don't know why I'm doing this. Maybe some of you are really working, typing a lot, or maybe you should be. I don't know, Aries. Maybe you know, Aries. Okay. We also had the Ten of Rods, so I am kind of getting that, like, you could be overworking yourself a little bit, having a hard time asking for help, and you are getting, also, Judgment came out. One second. Something's going on with your throat chakra, okay? Something's going on in here where I think that you could be speaking this onto yourself. You could be like saying that you know better, but then not doing what you're saying you want to be doing, or what you think you should be doing, or what is good for you, possibly. You're having a hard time receiving the help that you need, and you think that you have to do everything all on your lonesome. Okay, the Emperor is actually ruled by Aries. That is an Aries card, but he's reversed, and his Empress is also reversed. Okay, so things are not looking great. Things are not looking the best. Things are not looking in the ways that they could be. I think that you overworking yourself and the way that you're talking about it is kind of putting a damper on your relationship. This could be someone that you live with. This could also just be you. This could be your relationship with yourself. Could be both, but I am getting strong, like maybe not marriage vibes, but somebody that you live with, possibly someone who you've been in a relationship for a while. There's a little bit of difficulty there, and I think that you're both kind of working pretty hard and having a hard time asking for the help that you need from each other or from others. Seeking perspective is always good. I'm also kind of getting, like, with the Ten of Rods and Judgment is like, how do you expect to be able to make clear choices if you are on the verge of burnout? I'm also getting that, like, burnout is all you know. I tried to shuffle this back into the deck, and I did not want to go back in, so we have the Sun. This is the solution here. Very obviously. Okay. How do you know that you are making a decision based on your higher judgment, based on your, like, grounded, higher and grounded judgment as opposed to below, okay? How are you making an equilibrium based judgment if you are burnt out or on the verge of burnout, okay? And the Sun is like, it's time to just enjoy it, okay? The kid here is waving not a green flag, but a blue flag, okay? Blue flags all the way down. The sunflowers look like they have skulls in them as well. So there's something that you do need to put to rest here, Aries. You are the baby of the zodiac, so it's totally possible that the solution is to get into the pleasures of life, to have a dialogue or, you know, a monologue with your inner child. And it's so funny because just before I opened up my laptop and got everything set up, I got the message from my brain. It was like, what is the difference between feeling rich and feeling happy? And I was like, oh, what is the difference between feeling rich and feeling happy? Like, for me, there isn't really a huge difference energetically. And then I was thinking, what is the opposite of, like, of abundance, of richness? It's like stress, destitution is the word that came to mind. And my candle's like, hey, it's waving high over here. I lit up all of the candles that are out in my house, because that was what I was called to do. So maybe you're looking for some warmth. This one is backwards. It flew out. Yeah, we have 5 of Pentacles. Literally looking for some warmth, okay? Like, we're out here, like, oh my God, I have no solution. But look, the solution is right behind you. The solution is right there. But you're so focused on your injuries and your lack of whatever and, like, how cold it is that you don't realize that the sun is still shining and you still have that fire and that warmth. Let me show you these. You still have that fire and that warmth available to you if you just reach out and get it. You just get it. You just ask. You say, hey, can I have some warmth? Do you mind? Do you mind? I'm also getting that some of you might literally be in a situation where you're losing your housing. And you might need to ask for help. You might need to ask for a place to stay. You might need to literally find a place to winter, right? We're needing to cozy up a little bit. We're needing to relax and take it easy. The thing about the Emperor and the Empress is that they have, like, all the power in the world that they could ever want. But reversed, it's kind of like, why are you acting like that's not true? When clearly it's obviously true. Clearly it's obviously true, okay? They're right there, but they're on their heads. They got their perspective all wrong. They're flipped upside on their heads, and they're like, all that blood is flowing to their heads, and they're getting headaches. Okay. Why are they doing handstands? Why are they standing on their heads? Who are they trying to entertain? Who are you trying to entertain? Here we go. There's another one that flipped over. 6 of Swords in reverse. Okay. There's some trauma that you're avoiding dealing with right now. and there's a lot of fear. And there's also kind of this like attitude of like, oh my God, oh no, the boat is sinking, when really you're not even on the boat yet. So what's the what? Get off the boat. If you think you're on the boat and the boat is sinking, get off the boat. Sorry. You might have to, but you're, I think, like, really scared of taking that leap to freedom. Because you think that things have to be this way. You also might think, because this Six of Swords reversed is the only other reversal that we have aside from the Emperor and Empress, this might be the way that you're thinking is like, oh, this is my way out of the trauma. Or you might think that you've already healed. You've already healed from that. You've already dealt with that and you don't need to anymore. But that's what's fucking up your thinking, I think. That's what's fucking up your thinking, babe. You're like, oh, I already did this. I already know how to do this. I have been in abundant, but that was like you're like, oh, I've already made these successful moves. I've already had this successful outlook on life. I already know that richness is happiness, but that was then and this is now, babe. New stuff has happened. You've gone through so much stuff, and this Ace of Swords tried to fall out of my hand and onto the floor, and it kind of came out a little sideways. So your thinking is coming out a little sideways, but I'm getting this as like a sign of like, oh yeah, you're right on the money, right? There's this offer for you to practice a new way of thinking, and we got the laurel around it. This is a divine offer for you, okay? To kind of fix the way that you're thinking. And the Emperor also has a laurel crown. See his laurel crown? Can you see it? Okay. See how they're twinning? They match. So yeah. You got to look at how you're thinking now and what has affected that, because things have changed enough that you need a new way of doing things. You need a new way of healing. You may need to heal some of the same stuff that's come up anew for you, that's come back up in different ways. It's quite possible, okay? I think like that message is coming through loud and clear, you know? I was also going to say, I got the message that like what worked for you in the past is not going to work for you now. So sometimes we find a way of doing things and it works for us. And we're like, yes, this is the way. I'm going to do it this way. And then you keep doing it. And then maybe you stop doing it, or you're just still doing it the same way, the same old way, and you haven't really changed anything because it worked before, but it's not working anymore. It's not working for you anymore, Aries. So it's time to find a new way. It's time to find a new way of thinking. And that's the way the news goes. Thanks for listening, Aries. I'll see you later.